Good morning. So glad that you were able to join us today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm like in shock that we're in 2022 already. I'm having trouble wrapping my brain around it the last few weeks. Hey, Amy, I'm so glad you're here this morning, all the way from across the pond in England, and Gear also from Europe. I have to say, I'm so grateful to those of you who are wildly out of my time zone and you're willing to arrange your day in such a way that you can be here with us live. Your energy, your presence, just makes such a big difference. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so today is the day, yay, that registration opened for the School of Love Masterclass. Now, this is Mother's free class series. It's 3 classes, and they take place this year on next week, on Monday, January 17th, Wednesday the 19th, and Friday the 21st. And all 3 classes are at 4:30 p.m. Pacific time, US time. And so I will not be doing I won't be doing a live stream Monday morning, and I won't be doing the daily meditations that week. So next week is solely dedicated to School of Love Masterclass. And if you, I hear you, Karen, I agree. Oh, hi, Kay from Albuquerque. Where is that? Albuquerque? I'm not even sure how to pronounce that. Hi, Allison. So glad you could make it today. So if you are not on my mailing list, I encourage you to jump over to the website, belovedpublications.com, and get on the mailing list, because that way you will get the link. Well, you know what? I could put that. Okay, I don't have it handy. I don't have the link handy for the registration page because I'd have to open up a whole bunch of other things. So I won't do that now, but I should probably have become more prepared. But if you want to sign up for Mother's Masterclass series, you can do so at going over to belovedpublications.com and getting on my email list. And that way you'll get I'll be sending out more emails this week. And all 3 classes will be recorded, and you'll be able to rewatch them. So if you can't make the live class, don't worry, it's all recorded, and you can go back and watch the video up until February 7th, I think Monday, February 7th. That'll be the last day that you can view the free masterclass videos. Big yes, and love to you from Southern Oregon, my dear Cher. Yay from Seattle. Oh, Albuquerque. Thank you, Kay. I didn't see that whole. I couldn't see that whole. Yeah, I didn't know there was a shorter version of that. So now I know. All right, everybody. I am so looking forward to the start of the Masterclass series, because it is sort of the kickoff for the whole School of Love experience. And the Masterclass series is a more shortened, condensed version of the much, much longer course. And Mother gives 3 teachings that are incredibly profound. And on the 3rd class of the Masterclass series, she gives away for free her incredible technique for using the power of love to transform any of your issues or problems, or you just want to expand something that's going really great. It doesn't matter. And she just gives it away for free, which is so like her. Love that. And then the longer cord that feeds right into the opening of registration for the bigger, longer course, School of Love 2022. And that is a very deep dive into the transformation of your self-worth, your self, how you value yourself, and helping you to stop swing wildly from inferior to superior, but to maintain your equality. So I am this is my favorite time of year for this. I just love it, love it, love it, love it. So can't wait for it to start next week. And I hope I get to see you all there. It'd be awesome. Karen from California, yay, and Anne-Marie from Canada. Yay, love to you, my dear. All right, let's dive in. Hello, beloved ones. It is wonderful to be here with you today. And I thank you for joining me. Today, I want to speak to you about serenity. Now, this is not something that is talked about a whole lot, and yet it is a truly extraordinary feeling. Serenity is something that needs cultivation in your life. And it is not so much that it means that nothing's going on in your life, that your life is quiet or boring, but serenity is that feeling that comes from balance. When your life feels more in balance, it feels serene. Even when all these difficulties are going on around you in the world, other factions are warring and disagreeing, and people are up in arms about this or that. There is tumultuous feelings, maybe in your extended family, between family members. But for you, inside, there is a serene presence. And serenity is a little bit different than peace, right? Peace feels more like a solid acceptance of what is, that you have decided to stop fighting what is, to stop trying to push back against what is. That doesn't mean, remember, acceptance doesn't mean apathy, right? If you want to change what is, you have the power to do that as you change your own life, as you take different action, as you shift your own perception within your consciousness, your awareness. But serenity, it goes beyond peace. Think of it as a higher vibrational version of peace. Because serenity comes when you feel lifted out of pain and suffering. That while you can acknowledge the pain and suffering of others, you choose not to allow that pain and suffering to pull you down into the realm of shadow. That isn't really about you. There is often this feeling within human beings that if someone you love or you know is suffering, that you should feel that suffering as well. People can have a hard time feeling joyful and expanded and happy in their life when others are suffering around them, as if your happiness, your joy is inappropriate because of their pain and their suffering. But it isn't. Serenity comes. Serenity is. Serenity is alive and well within you when you are in ownership of your personal experience. And when you place that boundary around yourself, that while, of course, life is going to affect you, but you do not change your experience solely based on the experiences of others. You can have compassion for others' pain. You can have empathy and understanding, yes, but you do not have to allow the pain and suffering of others to displace your joy and your happiness in life. Serenity is that state of being when you are in ownership, full acceptance of your experience. And that can even be in your own pain, your own fear, your own difficulty, because there is a beauty and a wonder within all your feelings, your emotions, your sensations. And it can also work in the reverse, that if someone else is happy and joyful, you do not have to pull them down into your darkness in order to feel all right. The old saying that misery loves company is because you are not taught from the cradle how to really own your own experience. And serenity comes in the fullness of that ownership. Because all of a sudden, what happens is you are free from being controlled by others and trying to control them. When you take control out of the equation, whether you're allowing yourself to be controlled or you're trying to control others, or events, that's a good one too, when you're trying to control events, or you are convinced that events are utterly controlling you and that you have no choice. That is where serenity cannot thrive. You cannot touch it, feel it, be in the state of. But when controlling is taken out of the equation, that is what fills that space, is that serenity, that sense of being with yourself, not in isolation or separation, but simply embracing the fullness of who you are and allowing others the fullness of who they are. Allowing events to have the fullness that they have, while making your choices in such a way that you do not feel controlled and you do not feel the need to control. And yes, when control is out of the equation, there is peace, absolutely. But that next step in peace, that deeper experience of peace, is serenity. That you rise above that old behavior of being pulled down into another's shadow, into another's pain and suffering. You do not need to suffer with others in order to alleviate their suffering. And if you don't, it might make them angry. And that's all right. There is so much to discover within anger, within sorrow, within loss, within joy. And it is not up to you how others take their journey of discovery. Yes, of course, you can have your opinions as long as your opinions don't hook you into someone else's shadow and someone else's pain. And that hook then pulls you down into this place of despair, of apathy, maybe of quiet suffering, feeling flat. So the way that you cultivate serenity is to watch for control. And for each of you, that can be unique. It might be someone you're close to, or it might be more about larger global events. It has been a challenge to maintain serenity throughout the pandemic because there are so many people suffering as a result of all that has happened. And when there is that hook of control, all of a sudden, you have created a line of fear between you and another person, between you and a group of people. This open line of fear can flow back and forth. And serenity asks you to unhook from all that you are trying to control or that you feel or you suspect might be controlling you. If you are spending a lot of time scrolling through the news on your internet, maybe that is a hook of control, that you feel that if you have enough knowledge, you can control or mitigate possible loss. Or maybe someone you love in your life is suffering terribly by their own choices or choices that are beyond their control. And this hook of control you have put into them has created an open conduit of suffering between you. Theirs feeds yours, and then yours feeds theirs, right in a never-ending cycle. So serenity asks you to step back and explore how you feel and whether your empathy has gone out of control. And you are, in fact, trying to make them better by getting down into the shadow with them. When it's possible that if you own your true feelings, your experience of your life on this day or in this moment, you might find that your serenity is just what they need. It can feel like a balm to their soul, to their psyche. Maybe they don't need others to get down into the shadow with them, but they need others to hold the space of serenity so that they can find their way back to it. Peace comes with acceptance. And serenity comes with the surrender of control. Practice these two things together, particularly in anticipation of the master classes that I'm going to be teaching next week. It will put you in the mindset, the energy, the alignment of what I'm going to bring forth next week. And I hope that you can join us. It's going to be wonderful. Explore serenity, beloved ones. It is an extraordinary state of being. And it will help you to access strength and courage, especially when you need it the most. And know that I'll be with you every step of the way. I love you. Namaste. Whew. Mm. Mm. Gear, I have to agree with you. I don't know that she has ever gone into more, I guess, the deeper meaning of serenity. But yes, please. Thank you. And thank you. Yes, Francois, I have to agree. I was like, wow, that was often. I love you too, Tiffany. Thank you for that. Hey, Alexandra, you are so very welcome. So glad you're here today. Well, everyone, gosh, thanks for being here for another fantastic live stream with Mother. I can't wait to see you all next week in School of Love Masterclass. Yay! And again, it's free, so it's really pretty super awesome. And I'm excited, but I am doing the daily meditations this week. So starting tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'll be live streaming Mother's daily meditation. So hope you can join in for that. I know that her meditations are, for me, a gateway to serenity. Every time I'm done with one of her meditations, I feel that profound sense of serenity. And she's right, it goes beyond peace for me, inner peace. It goes beyond that. It's just I feel lifted up. I feel not like separate, but I feel more connected, like that lifting me out of the shadow. I feel, more connected with the people in my life and the world around me in a really positive way. So I think that's for me, that's her meditations are a great example of experiencing serenity. So, caterpillar, butterfly, that is so true. You are so welcome, Kay. I'm so glad you made it. Have a fantastic week, you all, and I hope to see you in School of Love Masterclass. Okay, bye. Love to you. Take care.